All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down. Larson caught on the right side by Dorset. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. On first and 10, Larson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Matt Ioannidis in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Get him, boys. Yeah, that's how we do, D.
Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long.
Gun!
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go again.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long.
Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Gun! 58, boys, 58.
Operating from the gun, Larson escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Gun! 3 down. Gun! Here we go. Watch him now, Barney. Check Nick.
From the gun, Larson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll go deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And oh, at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out of it away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
You ran into a brick wall. You ran into a brick wall, baby. You ran into a brick wall, baby. Watch him now, Barney. Sponge.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Now, I know it's only a loss of a couple of yards, but when you get near the sidelines, just flip the ball out of bounds, incomplete, and save the yardage. Save the yards, not your stats.
Gun! Watch him now, Barney.
Allen from the gun on third down. Steps away to his left. Wide open receiver complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal.
Gun! Over!
Check.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Black 99 Philly, here we go. No. Check. Patriot. Black 99 Philly, here we go. Leopard.
He'll get it up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
And they've stopped them on the first 2 downs. Obviously, this is an important play coming up here. I think it's more so for the guys on defense, because if they stop them here, I think they've set the tone for the entire game, how difficult it's going to be to score on them.
Watch the screen.
No. Check. Patriot.
Undercrush.
Black 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
How about that for defense? Every hole plugged up. Can't run it inside, can't bounce it outside. That sets up 4th and goal from the 2. Right now, advantage defense.
So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Now the Patriots offense, they worked their way back out onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though,
Watch it now,
when
Barney,
they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Squeeze, double. Check. Motion out of backfield.
Watch it now, Barney.
To throw on 2nd down. Larson, he's going to air it out for Dorsett. He's got a man, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for New England. 52 yards. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Throwing on 1st down. Larson. Smith catches left side. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Let's go, D.
Looking to throw on second down. Larson eluding the pressure right. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Detroit. 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 Detroit.
March 49. Coming to you. Coming to you.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mike, 49.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Operating from the gun. Larson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trent Murphy able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's Todd. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Gun.
Check 13. Check 13.
Throwing on first down is Allen. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Jabal Sheard able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch him now, Barney. Over.
So that'll back him up 5.
Over.
Allen looks to throw on second down. Being chased out left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
We got right. We got right.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Flush to his right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go, G.
Black 99 Philly, here we go.
Mike 55.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Black 99
What's the
Philly,
old
here we go.
expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The Bills' passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you
All
will.
right, now, Lucky
Ooh,
56.
I like
Lucky
it.
56. Hot.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills are in for 6. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, we got 3. We got 3. 3 down. 3 down.
Over.
From the gun, Larson. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
Watch it now, Barney.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Larson. He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Forced out to his left, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Watch it now, Barney. Gun.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
After the encroachment penalty,
Detroit!
here's second and 5.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
From the gun, it's Allen. And this one is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Detroit! No. Check. Patriot!
Check three. He's checking. Crash.
Leopard! Watch him now, Barney!
Kill.
Allen from the gun on third down. And that will be incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
We got three.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
That's what it is. Nice hit, boy.
Gun!
58, boys. 58.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, Larson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
My bad, guys.
Leopard!
Watch right.
Over!
So after the INT, it's Allen escaping the pressure right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Watch him now, Barney!
Mike 55.
Detroit! Gun! Over!
Allen again here on second and 10. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Philly, here we go. Over.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Todd. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, what a move. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Check. Lucky. Mike's 50. Watch the curl.
Now Allen to throw. To throw on 2nd down. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch it now, Barney.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
Under 10.
He's got a man. It's Mitchell.
Hey, check 24.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on 2nd down. Larson Coleman has it here right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Strong right.
Over.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision.
Back
Straight
99
ahead,
Philly, here we go.
peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Gun!
On 1st and 10, Larson. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
4 down.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are back within a score. Point after here coming up. No problem there on the extra point. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the Bills getting set to go. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding room at the 30. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Gun! Over!
On 1st down, Allen. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. A big play here for Buffalo. 52 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Allen now on 1st down. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover,
Watch it now,
you
Barney,
better be quick
Barney.
with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Allen, his pass caught at the 4. And oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
Gun!
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown.
Banjo.
A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bills will extend their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit. Maybe pump up the pace. Maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
That's it, baby. That's it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney!
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Leopard!
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Drops it off for Coleman. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Dancing to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Trent Murphy in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. Hey, here I come. Here I come.
No. Check. Patriot!
25.
Leopard!
Check.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56.
Right there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Larson. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. New England on 3rd down.
Barney.
They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Operating from the gun. Larson. He finds Coleman. The 20. There he goes right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tevin Coleman. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Leopard!
You can't block me. You can't block me.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9.
Gun!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Check. Check 3.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Hey. 50 to Mike. 50 to
Over!
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Brown, right side. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him
All right,
here.
now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Rush it. Let's go.
Gun!
On 3rd down, Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Todd. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. It's a big play for the Bills on 3rd down, and even 40 yards. The rookie Allen sharp on this drive as he leads his guys up 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney!
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Perry, the return. And now out come the Patriots. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing on 1st down, Larson. And now he'll tuck it and run. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, and we didn't jinx him at all, did we? Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Tighten up.
So Allen's going to look to throw. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing.
you